Yo, 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 yo. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. It's gonna be a stream for the ages. Well, probably not. It'll just be like normal stream, but we're gonna read this article that just came out about FISHTANK, so that's gonna be great. I'm gonna put this one on YouTube as well, because I have been neglecting my YouTube a little bit. So, audio levels okay, Mr. Mod, Mr. Biddy. I don't know if the music's a little too loud. We good? We good? We good? All right. So everybody, yeah. This is fun. This is gonna be fun. This officially came out today. This is official. Wired.com. Interactive, violent, gross. Inside FISHTANK, the unhinged future of reality TV, which I can say that I know firsthand since I was on FISHTANK. A calm young man with a mullet and woolly eyebrows steps out, hands raised. A one-time rapper. Yeah, here I got it perfect. No. I want the really perfect one, dude. There. A man isolated from time and space. A man who just wanted to be a director, whose, I guess, biggest appeal was The Truman Show? I don't know. I'm guessing he watched Jackass like the rest of us. Well, there's some of us. Either the movies or the TV show. So, I believe the article is paywalled. It does say that it is a, if you sign up for the trial, it's free, I guess. But, basically, I'm not gonna do that. Yep, I go to Bant. I'm cool like Diamond. A man who posts on R9K. No, please, keep giving me those ringers here. Well, I got the Focus Factor. Official sponsor of Cryo News. Not really. So according to Frank Hassel, I alone took down fishtank.live. That's awesome. That's amazing. Thank you, Frank Hassel. That's a high compliment from you. Oh, is that what? Because I have an ad blocker and it doesn't work for me. Who would have thunk? But one of you nice guys, one of you nice Supreme, and it looks nice like this. It's the high contrast. I guess I could flip the contrast on the image. The image hurts my poor little eyes. The image thing, it hurts my poor little eyes. I tried to pull up the archive link. That didn't work either. It hurts my poor little eyes. It hurts my poor little eyes. All right, anyway. On March 16th, 2026, at 5:45 p.m. in a leafy suburb, oh god, this is going to be hell, of Atlanta called Sandy Springs, police pound on the door of a neglected French country-style mansion. Rifles at the ready, body cams rolling. Those cops were ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Minutes earlier, a distress call came from someone claiming to be hiding from a gunman in the mansion's downstairs bathroom. Who the fuck did that? Who fucking did that? Is that... I can't name names. I can't name names here. That'd be bad. I don't know who did it. I don't know who doxed them and swatted them. Seems to happen quite a lot at the FISHTANK, though. The dispatcher heard a loud gunshot ring out in the distance. Then the line disconnected. Open the door, an officer yells. A calm young man with a mullet and woolly eyebrows steps out. That's our jet, ladies and gentlemen. That's our jet. I'm sorry, this is just too much. I've been waiting for this article. Like, yeah, it was probably Bezos, but probably not. Bezos is great, and he'd never do that to anybody. And anybody who says that, they're just bad. He's so good. He's so nice. Please don't dox me. Anyways. Okay. Calm young man in a mullet while the police come out. Who's in the house? Just my friends, he replies. Just my friends. That's what Jet would do. Just my friends. And that kind of low monotone voice that he has. I hate these. It's got it. I love my high contrast mode. Wait, why can't it be high contrast mode? I'm gonna make it better. No. Oh god, look at how long it is. Oh, this is so boring. Oh, it'd be better if it was high contrast. Okay, I can high contrast it. No, just do it. Just do it. Be a man. Fish Tank taught me to be a man. Just my friends, he replies. 7 other young men and women silently file out behind him, less evidently relaxed. They remain outside while 2 officers search the house. Inside the mansion, there are no immediate signs of a massacre, but the decor alone arouses suspicion. All of the windows are frosted over, so only a chilly light leaks in. The place is a mess, and the walls are adorned with lurid, seemingly AI-generated art. A frowning baby holding an assault rifle. A rubber ducky bobbing in a mug of what looks like black coffee. A lidless and levitating eyeball crying into a martini glass. The rooms are painted primary colors, grass green and cherry red, like a kindergartner class. A vape dangles from a door frame by a chain. This is. They did this during season 5. I remember the Wired people came in. Yeah, I could do that, but that'd be gay. That'd be gay as hell. Also, I can't, Now I want to do it. I can do this. I gotta practice. I gotta become a voice actor before, everybody gets fired. You know? I gotta practice. Hi, Mr. Rage. Alright, what's going on here? The pantry is practically empty. The bedroom is a dormitory featuring 7 identical twin beds. Fuck me. No one is hiding in the bathroom. The call, it seems, was a prank. The police return to the driveway and ask, "What is it that you guys are doing here?" "We're just live streaming," says a man in a camo hat named Matt. "Okay," one officer says. "You guys don't have any firearms or anything inside the house?" "There are guns inside the house." Matt says. "For self-defense, fans of their live stream can be obsessive," he explains, "and tend to have perverse ideas about jokes. The distress call, for example, complete with gunshot sound effects. The officer asks to see their weapons. They go downstairs. The room is cluttered with an ergonomic swivel chair, desks strewn out, takeout containers and energy drinks, 2 flat-screen TVs, and a dozen computer monitors. It's a control room of some kind." Damn, my voice is fucked. I'm sorry, chat. My moneymaker is fucked. Oh, that was Majock? Or is that Mince? On one desk, besides the keyboard, lies a handgun. See, that's weird. Okay, just having guns laying out on the desks. At least it's weird to me as a non-gun owner. That's fucking weird. Iced tea, milk, and ice cubes. On one desk, beside the keyboard, lies a handgun. On another, a rifle rests under a tangle of cables. The officer picks up each and turns them over in his hands. He recommends that they have them locked up, as leaving weapons out can sometimes go poorly. Then he takes a last look around and notices that the monitors display live feeds of every upstairs room, the kitchen, the dining room, the bedroom. "You all got everything on camera," he says, stating the obvious, probably considering whether there's anything inherently dubious about that. Surveilled sleeping, frosted windows, guns, bullets. Oh no! It's suspicious as hell. The producers had cut the video feed when the police showed up, but the officers themselves were recording through their body cams. So, this is live streaming? Okay, the officer says finally. No issues with that. Sorry, my gallery is... I knew that would fucking happen. Just don't touch the sides. Do not touch the sides. Just don't touch the sides. Outside, the inhabitants thank the Sandy Springs Police Department for their service. Of course, the officers reply. Good luck with y'all's stream. Y'all. They began to drive away. One by one, the streamers file back inside into the fish tank. And there's our boy Vance from Season 1. Pretty solid guy. I don't really have much to say other than he wept. Vance, the Fish Tank cameraman and former contestant. Perhaps the easiest way to describe Fish Tank Live is as a reality show. It features real people living together in a real house, bickering and mingling with the promise to viewers that they will be that they will see unrehearsed, authentic human behavior. Bullshit. In many respects, it's identical to Big Brother or its precursors. At best, it's half rehearsed, half, you know, people play up shit. But I mean, it's real-ish. It's real-ish. It's identical to Big Brother or its precursors, MTV's The Real World, and the Dutch show Nummer 28. Yes, Shady Springs. It sounds like a fucking Fallout fucking town, right? That's from fucking Fallout. That's not a real town. Sorry, I'm sure it's real. In other ways, which become obvious with the moments of watching the show, it's much stranger. Fish Tank takes place in what the producers call a fully monitored smart house, a suburban house rigged up to dozens of CCTVs. I'm just gonna skip some things so I don't go fucking insane. Dozens of cameras, mics, and speakers. Each season, between 6 and 10 contestants or fish move into the home and battle for supremacy. They face off on elimination challenges and attempt to irritate each other into quitting. Yeah, that's yeah. Or this season, they try to push people out, which was pretty fucking funny. Last one remaining wins. The rules are simple. No phones, no weed, extremely little privacy. Only the bathrooms and a closet or two are off camera. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. So far, still in the realm of Bravo, but Fish Tank is live and unedited, and it runs 24/7 for weeks straight. It's for audiences who grew up on Twitch and expect to participate rather than just consume the material. About half of the time, the contestants are sleeping or eating. That is not true at all, but okay. Fans watch for hours each day and pay to interact with the cast in various ways. An ad for the show reads, "You live in the walls." You. I can't, no. You. You live in the walls. You control the action. Okay, I'm trying my Sam voice. I haven't really tried it in a while. Viewers can vote on popularity-based challenges, send gifts, or advantages to the cast, or type messages that blare through the speakers in real time, like a comment section sprung to life. These messages are uncensored and composed largely of obscenities, slurs, and insults, anything to get under the cast's skin. That's not entirely fair, okay? People send compliments through the TTS as well. Only like half of them are slurs and swears and obituaries and, you know, let's be fair here. Come on, guys. We're just a wholesome, sensitive community of Fish Tank Live watchers. They often succeed in getting under the cast skin through TTS. And they often succeed, and the contestants' antics, if you can call them that, they're trying like really hard to like talk up, like the writer of this is trying really hard to sound like extremely fucking sophisticated and like look down on this interactive, violent, gross, unhinged, which I don't disagree with. It's all those things. That's what's great about it. But there's a clear writer's bias here to use complex, sophisticated words to, you know, talk down the show. That's not very nice, Mr. Writer. You have to succeed. Just saying, you call them dwarf the most. They often succeed. And the contestants' antics dash. Doesn't only AI do that with the dash thing? Did he use fucking AI to write this? Probably. If you could call it that. Dwarf the most startling behavior MTV, TLC, and Netflix have cooked up for decades. Contests have been known to strip naked, pour cups of piss on one another, scream slurs, and fist fight. Teammaker much? They have smoked crack or meth. Viewers couldn't quite tell which. Masturbated. Attempted to smear feces on each other. Worn blackface. Oh my god, blackface. And run directly into plate glass doors. Producers who run the show from the basement, where they also sleep amid scattered guns. That sounds fucking terrible. Often come upstairs and join the chaos. Like the masterminds behind many reality shows, they seem to revel in psychologically tormenting their subjects. They also occasionally strap on boxing gloves and beat the shit out of them for real. Like Ben punched the shit out of fucking Landon, which I thought was fucking abhorrent. But I guess you fuck around and you find out, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised. Like, this is a hit piece so far. This is a hit piece. It may not say, like, every little dirty thing about Fish Tank, but so far, we're, like, a fifth through it, a sixth through it, and this is a hit piece. This is a hit piece. This is a hit piece. I'm surprisingly pleased so far. It's really time. They got that's what Fish Tank is. Fish Tank punishes contestants for wanting to be famous. Now Fish Tank is being punished for wanting to be famous. It's only fair play. It's only fair play, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion. In this humble reporter's opinion. This is a day a lot of us have been waiting for years. People have been victimized, raped on Fish Tank, physically, mentally, spiritually. Either coerced into it or not, or physically raped, or spiritually raped, mentally, you know, there's many forms. Anyway, the violence and degeneracy. He actually used the word degeneracy. That's crazy. The violence and degeneracy of Fish Tank. It sounds like something I'd say. Yeah, I wrote this article, guys. Yeah, I wish. The violence and degeneracy of Fish Tank is hard to exaggerate, which seems to be by design. Oh my god, no wonder Sam Hyde stepped away. Frank was really apt about that shit. All I was trying to be was the biggest, most fucked up Fish Tank fan, and I think it worked. I mean, I didn't eat poop, though, so, you know. There's different levels of it. Justice for Claire, guys. Violence and degeneracy of Fish Tank is hard to exaggerate. Which seems to be by design. It may well be the most extreme reality show in history. Come on, this guy has not even seen Slav Tank, okay? This guy's not seen Slav Tank, alright? It's like some weird reality show that's in, like, Ukraine and has, like, fucking prisoners of war, and they, like, slap each other and scream and hit each other. It's objectively worse than Fish Tank. Not by much, but it is. It's really funny, though, that this guy thinks that Fish Tank is... What did he say? Oh my god. It's playing the Sven Co-op theme on my radio. What a fucking coincidence is that? This is like a cosmic coincidence. This plays random video game music and it's playing fucking Sven Co-op. How? Alright. I'm not gonna go all Alex B here and like I'm not gonna go all like this is all, you know, how did they know? God bless Alex B. I hope he's doing okay. Well, he's got like $90 bajillion now, right? The violence and degeneracy of Fish Tank is hard to exaggerate, which seems to be by design. It may be the most extreme reality show in history. It's been drummed out of 4 neighborhoods? 4 neighborhoods? And 3 states? Famous neighborhood is real, guys! It's just took a different form, okay? It's been drummed out of 4 neighborhoods in 3 states. I thought they only got kicked out of like 1 or 2 states. Oh my god, you guys are fucking losers. Holy shit. You could just get some permits, but you're too afraid to get permits because you know what you're doing is illegal and morally wrong. Oh, you guys get... Oh, this is a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys so much. Oh my god. I didn't know. This is the first time I've read this. Oh my god, this is juicy. This is the best hit piece I've read. Oh, this is so good. Oh god, this is good. Oh. It's been drummed out of 4 neighborhoods in 3 states after neighbors complained about possible zoning law violations. Fuck me, I'm gonna choke to death reading this thing. Worth it. Totally worth it. It's viewable on its own website and on the freewheeling streaming platform Kick. Ta-da! Ta-da! You'll likely never heard of Fish Tank, or may be tempted to brush it off as fringe. An unwell collective of sadists, masochists, and exhibitionists throwing simultaneous tantrums on a remote frontier of the internet. That may be true, but the show is drawing nearer to the mainstream with each passing day. I'm sure Elon and Trump have both heard of Fish Tank at this point. Definitely Elon, maybe Trump. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy. With more than 500... I saw you put this quote on FTL and I couldn't. With more than 500,000 people regularly watching the most recent season, who told them that? There is no way. There is no way that 500,000 people, maybe 500,000 people have seen Fish Tank clips over 3-4 seasons, but 500,000 people regularly watching? Come on, this is too funny. He's doing a hit piece and then he says 500,000 people are watching this garbage. This guy's a troll. This is a masterful troll, is what this article is. This is a fish tank watcher turned, Wired writer. Oh my god. With more than 500,000 people a day regularly watching the most recent seasons, producers claim the show is worth more than $30 million. Yeah, that's why Sam Hyde stepped away from it, because it's worth $30 million. Okay, all right, be calm. Their budget is less than $1 million. The show is $30 million. Oh my god. The show has been landing increasing numbers of corporate sponsors, including Sticker Mule and Backyard Butchers. Bam Margera from Jackass hosted the latest season. Barely. You were barely there. You got paid and you were barely fucking there. And you have the gall to fucking attack your friend Head for wanting to leave because of diseases. You were barely fucking there, dude, and you got paid. You were barely fucking there, Bam. That was an L. You were a shit host, Bam Margera. I'm sorry. You were shit. You were a bad host. Anyway, I mean, I think he's funny and something. He was just not good. I mean, I thought he was okay sometimes, but he was barely there. He didn't even show up half the time. Anyway, sorry. I don't think people have said it enough. I'm just really disappointed, Bam Margera from Jackass hosted the latest season, and Joe Rogan noted on his podcast that the show, while shocking, differs from conventional reality TV. Joe fucking Rogan, man. You made it, Sam. You finally made it on Joe Rogan. Are you happy? Are you impressed? You got noticed by Joe. Sammy boy. Noted, while shocking, differs from conventional reality TV only in degree, not in kind. Isn't it funny, he mused. The reality world is okay because they're only mildly mentally ill. Each season, about half. Who went to Cali? Oh, what? Season 3? Alright, I'm just briefly checking the chat. Each season, about half the cast taps out before they're eliminated. I wonder why he runs such a shitty fucking show and treat people like shit. Of course they're gonna leave early. These stupid fucks. Each season, about half the cast taps out before they're eliminated. So the daily challenges serve more to break down the fish mentally than raise or lower their standing in the house. Fish Tank is the only fans of reality TV. Oh, God. Yeah, exactly. He left the state, from what I saw. Like, he went all over the country. He went everywhere except for his job. I mean, he had other jobs that were more important than Fish Tank. You'd think that a show that you helped inspire. But I think I get it, because Bam is, like, trying to stay away from hard drugs and shit like that. So, like, I'm a little sympathetic, but it's like, come on. This is your brand. This is your bread and butter. You could call it, like, sub-butter, since his technical brand is Jackass, but... Fish Tank is the only fans of reality TV. Good job, Sam, Jet, and Ben. And Bill. Great job. You guys are the only fans of reality TV. This is exactly what you guys said you didn't want, and you got it. Oh boy. A kind of uncensored, partially censored, subscription-based, interactive voyeurism. It's part of an emerging content ecosystem, especially here on Kick, that tech writer Ryan Boderick calls Chud Tech. Really? Chud Tech? Okay. Interactive sites that monetize humiliation. Yeah. Why would you call it chud tech? That is so chud-like. You're a fucking chud, Ryan Broderick. Probably. Maybe. Please hire me. Maybe that's the future. A proliferation of bespoke 24/7 reality shows on which we all simultaneously and separately star, trading our privacy for dignity, for cash to pay rent. By the way, guys, I turned on subs the other day, so please feel free to swap me over a kick gift sub, and I will just be so happy for a couple of minutes. For some people, FISHTANK is chatterbait, not OnlyFans. Yeah, that's a good point. OnlyFans has like some amount of checks and balances and dignity. Well, what about? I've heard about that monkey thing, where people like, it's like Omegle or something. Is it like more like that? Because you just really never know what you're gonna see. On chatterbait, you know, I don't go to chatterbait, but I assume it's like worse than OnlyFans and more free, but not totally free. I just jerk off to fucking like porn on websites like a normal person. I don't sign up for this shit. I don't get obsessive people. I mean, that's what kind of capitalism trains you. Like, if you want to make a product, you want to make a TV show, you want to make something so addictive that people just throw their money at you and they're so obsessed with your content. And it's like, okay, well, doesn't that like destroy society and family values and stuff? Who cares? Money! Woo! For some people, and so I ventured into the world of alternative reality TV to find out what might be in store for the rest of us. I spent weeks watching FISHTANK. I fucking told you! I spoke to fans, former contestants, and its producers, and then I stepped into the FISHTANK myself. Very brave, very bold, very bold. Could have been Taylor with a fucking BB gun around the corner. He didn't know. He should have known. Very, very brave of him. From the point of view of contestants, a season of FISHTANK begins the same way many reality shows do. Staggered for dramatic effect, they enter the house one by one, suitcases in tow. They greet each other, choose a bed and unpack. They poke around the rooms, taking in their new home. For viewers, the experience is less standard. Rather than meet the cast over a minute or two in the form of a bouncy montage, aka 10 strangers picked to live in a house, they watch it unfold in real time, over many hours, during which little occurs. There is no music to color the action or punctuate a moment. OnlyFans doesn't allow pee? Okay. Chatterbait does? You learn something new every day, folks. What about poop? Do they allow puss and poop play on Chatterbait? This is extremely important information that Cryo News, aka me, needs to know. For research purposes only. Just like this writer. Just this whole time I've been watching FISHTANK and on the show, this has just been a big research project for me. And I'm just so glad you guys have been, along for the ride. Yeah, but the thing is, they can't just go alleging, that people are doing... They said people do smoke crack and meth, which is, big. Going after people for sexual fucking violations is messy as fuck legally. Because you can't... If you're a Wired writer and you're alleging that somebody behind the scenes got coerced into being fucked or raped or date raped or whatever... That's an allegation. That's allegation, slander, accusation, and then that's like a legally... I don't know if it's legally binding, but legally Jet, Bill, and Ben and Sam can sue Wired at that point for slander. So it's not the writer's job necessarily to give you every single thing about something. They could have gone all the way, but telling... It's embarrassing to victims, too. To try to dig into that crack. This in my opinion, is a total fucking hit piece. Is it the worst? Is it the most dirty hit piece ever? No, it's not, obviously. But it's at least half a hit piece. They say they do drugs, they do basically illegal things on camera, nude, piss each other, throw poop and piss. And that's all more or less true. From the viewer's experience is less standard. Blah, 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 blah. There is no music to color the action or punctuate a moment. Unlike my stream right now, which is awesome and full of music, there is no music to color the action and punctuate a moment, except for Blood Games, which was awesome, or editing to foreshadow conflict. With those flourishes stripped away, all that remains is the eerie allure of watching someone who knows they are being watched, but doesn't know by whom. Surveillance is the point. The Fish Tank website is designed to mimic an array of CCTV feeds. Kind of like, I feel like it was inspired a lot by... The Season 1 array was totally fucking inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's, in my opinion. Like, completely. That's fine. You can be inspired. Surveillance is the point. The Fish Tank website is designed to this. You're navigating it, you feel like a loss prevention officer at a department store or a prison guard. The house is divided up room by room into a grid that covers most of... come on, penis, vagina, come on. Into a grid that covers most of the home page. You can enlarge the view of any room by selecting it, then toggle between rooms by clicking on doorways or hallways. I miss that interface, but of course they have to upgrade the site every time and add fucking useless features like clans, which just fucking pit the audience against each other, because you guys are just fucking bitter fucks that run the show. Whew. The fucking Season 1 fucking layout of their website was perfect. It was fucking perfect. Was the Season 1 2 visually better? I guess, maybe, but Season 1's was fucking perfect. Why mess with perfection? Just upset seeing them squander this. It's upsetting. We all knew they could have done better. Even Jet knows he could have done better. The house is divided up room by room. You can enlarge the view by selecting it. Toggle between it makes it easy to pursue contestants as they navigate to pursue/stalk contestants as they navigate the house. Often action is occurring in different rooms simultaneously, and so the viewers, in a sense, edit the show themselves by choosing which feed to watch. That was really special about Season 1 and 2, and I guess 3, because was Director Cam Season 3? I think Season 1 and 2 did not have... I know Season 1 did not have Director Cam, from what I recall. It was special. It was so special because you couldn't see everything that was happening. So you'd have to, like, rely on other people's clips and go to the TV thread. It was... Season 1 was lightning in a bottle, and it was special. And the more days passed, the more... I want you back, Season 1. Not the Season 1 house. I want the format back. Alright. Finish this stupid fucking article. This amazing hit piece. Now, getting lost profession makes you pursue the contestants, and you control the action. Feed for this one because viewers tune in at different times of the day. The schedules prevent no two viewers ever have the same experience watching the show, except for later seasons when you force that shit down our fucking throats. Big purple marky. In traditional reality TV, at least a few cast members always come in swinging, talking shit, making fast friends or enemies. Wait, is that me? In traditional reality TV, a few cast members always come in swinging, talking shit. Yeah, that's me. I talk shit on Taylor. I did that. I mean, that's pretty much all I did. But I did that. I didn't do it very well. I did that. Which is to be expected. Oh, yeah. It's in traditional reality TV, a few cast members always come in swinging, talking shit, making fast friends or enemies, singing, dancing, having an immediate breakdown. Totally me and a few other contestants. Diamond! 20 minutes, by the way, Diamond. 20 minutes. And you've been just like really, really milking that 20 minutes. That's kind of sad, Diamond. I know you added me on fucking Twitter, but I feel like it was mostly you just wanted another Kevin. And I'm not falling for this shit twice. I did it once. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. I did Stream Stars for free from this room, and it was a little stressful, but at least I was in my own fucking room. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, yeah, you're gonna lose in life if you don't take risks and stuff, but I'm not doing anything fish tank related, which includes the Diamond Stream, without getting paid up front. And probably contract up front, too. Anyways, chat. Yeah, I'm already starting to get winded. Just, this is hard. It's hard. Alright, we can do this. We can do this, chat. How much more we got? About halfway? I'm just gonna do it in 3 parts, alright? Break, break, and then last one. Hopefully I'll edit this later to, make it be more precise. Or I'll just get lazy and not do that. No, I can't be like Jet. I can't be lazy. I can't be a lazy bones. It's not so lazy, but... anyways. Which is to be expected, since they are selected for strong personalities. The bubbly one, the brainy one, the cocky one, the schemer. They are meant to have storylines to be cast they're meant to have storylines to be conventionally attractive and offer some sense of aspirational viewing. FISHTANK's cast, meanwhile, is almost always composed of very young, shy loners who don't have much going on in their lives. They are meant to have storylines. Oh, okay, so he's trying to differentiate in his small little wired brain between fish and freeloaders. You could have just said that. Freeloaders are different. Fucking stupid ass. Fucking. Yeah, this article is great. I like it a lot. Please hire me for Wired one day. They're meant to have storylines to be conventionally attractive and offer some sense of aspirational viewing. FISHTANK's cast, meanwhile, is almost always composed of very young, shy loners who don't have much going on in their lives. True. They live with their parents and work minimum wage jobs if they're employed at all. And many are self-described NEETs. Not currently. Come on, not currently! Write the word currently, you fabulous person! Not currently in education, employment, or training. They spend a lot of time online, which is how they discovered FISHTANK to begin with. Like, I always used to call it just 4chan, the TV show. Obviously, that's what I think it is. And they usually never applied to be on a reality show before. Most have never been on camera. When NEETs gather in a room, sparks don't exactly fly. On the first day of FISHTANK's season, there's a lot of hand-wringing, and timid banter. Not the most riveting stuff. But that's where the producers come in! Look, there's a fat jet. The producers! The directors! Excuse-moi. Excuse me. Excuse me! Gesundheit. A soul just escaped your breath. A soul just escaped your breath nozzle. Let Xavier fix it. I want to do I want to do like Xavier acting, not Xavier from. Okay, maybe a little bit of Xavier from FISHTANK, but Xavier Renegade Angle. He is a very cool guy. Very cool. Okay. Focus. All right, I'm closing this for a sec. You guys chat amongst yourselves. I need to focus. I need to focus factor this bitch up. All right, just reading. I'm a reader. I can read. I'm a big reader. I'm a big boy, just like Sam. Sam Hind, my big gorilla daddy that can't make a fucking gorilla nest. When NEETs gather in a room, sparks don't exactly fly. On the first day of FISHTANK season, there's a lot of hand-wringing. Wriggle, I don't fucking care, and timid banter. Not the most riveting stuff, but that's where the producers come in. After the fish mingle sheepishly for a few hours, the host arrives for the first 4 seasons of the show, and Blood Games, and Bitch Tank, and The Cell. This figure was the show's co-creator, the comedian, Sam Hyde. Standing around 6'5", god damn, he's huge. Hyde looks something like a GMO Trotsky. You're not gonna lose the Trotsky allegations after this, Sam. It's just gonna grow. The patchy mustache, goatee combo, and circular glasses beneath a bulging forehead, and has an intimidating presence and a dark, confrontational sense of humor. He's best known for his Adult Swim sketch show, World Peace. Extreme Peace Too Soft! Which was canceled in 2016 after, among other things, Hyde appeared in blackface. That was only like part of the reason. I heard he was hiding swastikas behind the scene, which is based and just an ancient symbol, so it's like we should stop giving it that power. Like, since then, he has operated mostly outside of the mainstream, posting sketches and podcasts on his website and YouTube. FISHTANK creator Sam Hyde poses for a portrait in December 2016. That's 10 years ago, dude. With a gun. What is that, a Walter PPK or something? I don't know my guns very well. I am not a gun guy. Or car guy. Or a sports guy. I'm a nerd guy. On FISHTANK Season 1, Day 1. Hyde's arrival was signaled by a blood-red light that suddenly cloaked the living room. I forgot about that. Where the fish were gathered. He entered wearing a blue suit, shouted, "Hey, new friends! How's everybody doing?" and was met by a smattering of mousy hellos. He sighed, eventually disappointed, and asked the cast to gather around for a pep talk. "This opportunity," he said, "it's whatever you make of it. I don't care. You can sit here and pick your fucking nose. I wouldn't recommend, though. That when I say, how you doing, fish tankers, we get a modicum of enthusiasm, okay?" He left and entered again. This time he was met with claps and whoops. Yeah. Producing the mainstream reality TV is the art of playing big egos off one another, focusing on energy that's already in the room, and platforming eager entertainers. Fish Tank is the reverse, an exercise in turning shut-ins into performers willing to do just about anything. That takes some coaching, but the alien, oppressive environment of the tank also seems to naturally loosen the cast up over time, breaking down their sense of decency. And morals and ethics. The speakers, which pipe in messages typed by fans day and night. I don't know, a fourth of the time actually from the production, egging on the fucking fish. It's not all the fans. The fucking producers of the show love to hide behind, "Oh, it's the fans, they're so disgusting, blah, blah, blah." No, you guys are disgusting. We may be disgusting too, but you're also fucking disgusting. Fucking degenerate pieces of shit. Thank you, Jet, for letting me on your show. Viewers criticize contestants' clothes, voices, weight, social skills, and speech patterns. They bombard them with accusations and slurs. They taunt them as they try to fall asleep. This just sounds like FTL on Bant. This just sounds like Bant. They dig into their pasts, dredging up anything perceived to be embarrassing, tragic, or allegedly criminal. Yes, they do. It's one of the things that's somewhat attractive about the show, that it's the internet Borg army that's not your army, you know? If you're an avid Fish Tank fan, you have a lot of free time. There's something in your life which isn't optimal. Quote from Jet Neptune, Fish Tank showrunner. You'd think someone that was raised on R9K would, like, treat fellow R9Kers and 4chaners better, but it's not personal, it's just business, right? At any given time, the audience will select organically, and via sometimes mystery calculus, one cast member to pile onto. And yes, I am feeling a little winded. I don't usually just talk like this. In the early days of Season 5, the unlucky fish was a young woman named Victoria. Icky Vicky. You dress like a junkie. Fat. You're fat. You're a huge pigster. Unalive yourself. Nasty beat bitch. Victoria laughed it off for a few hours, but by the evening she broke down. The next morning, after a sleepless night, she hid from the cameras by sitting motionless with a sweater thrown over her head. By day 7, she quit the show. Yeah, but she did it with style. She fucking kratom-mogged us. She kratom-mogged the audience and the show, and it was just like pissing out the alcohol on the floor. That, even though it pissed people off in the tank, it was absolute primal Neptunian Kino, ladies and gentlemen. Or chemo, even. You did good. You did great, Vicky. They fucked you over by denying you your fucking opiates. They put you in a tight fucking situation to make you crack. And you cracked. And that's okay. We all crack a little bit. I had a similar situation on the show, but you lasted a hell of a lot longer than me, which is very brave. Very brave. Each season, about half of the cast taps out before they're eliminated, and so the daily challenges serve more to break down the fish mentally than to raise or lower their standing in the house. In the early days of a season, the challenges are typically tedious, with the long, weird AI dash, the rice challenge. Count the number of jasmine rice grains thrown on the floor and mixed with around basmati rice. And remember, it's not race. It's not the brown rice and the white rice. It's not race related. Then they turn bizarre, the mommy baby challenge. Half the cast pretends to be mothers, the other half infants. Then confessional, the most traumatic life story challenge. Tell your saddest stories. Then gross, the shit your pants challenge. Self-explanatory. Then mean, the dress down challenge. how is contestants stand eye to eye and rip one into each other, and finally sadistic, the Hurt Bert challenge. Take turns punching and slapping a guy named Bert. Oh God. I didn't see as much of season 5 as I thought I did. I was traveling with my dad at the time for the first week or two when it started. But Bert wasn't even there until like week 3, so. Often a contestant will be framed as an elimination challenge, then ruled inconsequential afterward if a fan favorite loses. And this way, the producers run the show as a kind of rigged popularity contest. A fact viewers acknowledge but don't seem to mind. No, we fucking mind. We mind a fucking lot. You know who minded so much? Bert. He fucking sued your asses and got $50K out of you. Because you gambled it away. You stupid fucks. You stupid fucks. But I'd be honored to be the host for season 6. No, they do not want to work with me anymore. I'm what they call a liability, which is, moral people who stand up for ethics and standards and stuff like that. So, liability. You care about other human beings and their feelings and their pain and liability. Woohoo! Often a contestant will be framed in a way the producers run the show. We mind the last fish to quit the show or to be eliminated wins. The prize is $50K. Sometimes. Do it, Stank? Sometimes. Is it $50K? Sometimes. Not a fortune, but enough to motivate someone desperate. And you get like what, $35K after fucking taxes. Looks like a cleaner version of my room right here. Often, we're almost done, right? Almost done. Oh my God! Okay, we're gonna. Yeah, I get why you skimmed it now. Often the house is badly damaged in the heat of competition. As the furniture falls apart and the drywall disintegrates and garbage piles up, the cast steadily grows disinhibited. They do anything they can to entertain viewers who applaud and rebuke their efforts in real time. They let slurs fly, strip, scream, and attack each other, and generally regress to some pre-socialized state of nature. Each season, it's the same. The spell settles over them, from which they rarely stir, an exception on the 21st day of the most recent season during a skirmish involving mops, brooms, and thrown piss. One fish named Bashir paused amid the fray and yelled, "What is the point of this?" "It's entertaining," said producer called back. "The Wire," Bashir replied, "is more intellectual. You don't watch The Wire for people throwing shit." Oh my God. The producer glared at him. "Okay, well, you're not on the fucking Wire." "You are now, buddy. You are now." To make sense of Fish Tank's tasteless, deliberately appalling ethic, it helps to know a bit more about its creator, Sam Hyde, who grew up in Connecticut and graduated from the Rhode Island School of Design in 2007 with a degree in filmmaking. After college, he began producing sketches and prank videos under the moniker $1 Million Extreme, positioning himself as a kind of right-wing Andy Kaufman. A beloved bit among fans, he once performed stand-up in Brooklyn, pivoted mid-step to speak from the heart, which meant reading aloud from prepared notes, which framed homosexuality as a deep and antisocial behavior. Big Purple! Most of the audience walked out, which was, of course, the goal. In a more elaborate prank, Hyde secured a speaker slot at a TEDx conference at Drexel University in 2013 by posing as a globetrotting documentarian and delivered a talk titled 2070 Paradigm Shift. I love that shit. That was really funny. He asked the audience to pat themselves on the back for saving the world. They obliged. Then he offered a list of predictions for the next 50 years. Seafloor farming, sea beets, sea yams. Facebook will be in charge of birth certificates, race riots, trash economy. You use cubes of trash as money. Everyone becomes rich. In closing, he led the audience in another pat on the back. After landing his show in Adult Swim in 2016, Hyde found a wider audience but also drew backlash. Hyde believed the rival forces inside Adult Swim, including Tim Heidecker and Tim Eric, were responsible for the show's cancellation. He called into the Heidecker's podcast and accused him of conspiracy. Heidecker denied any involvement in getting Sam fired from Adult Swim and suggested Hyde shake off the setback. This wasn't just a bump in the road. Hyde fired back. "I'm blacklisted. Wah, wah, I'm blacklisted. Wah, 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 wah." Exasperated and seemingly eager to end the call, Heidecker encouraged Hyde to strike out on his own with the rabid fan base he'd amassed. Well, he did it. He took his advice. Like Skull Hyde told me to put on a shirt. I'm broken. I'm fucking broken, but I put on the damn shirt. Hyde took Heidecker's advice, and I do actually applaud Skull Hyde for switching to El Escante tank. With the fish tank addiction, it's very strong in some people, like myself and others. So you gotta, it's like meth down to, Adderall. You gotta switch down, rather than cold turkey. So, noise. Then in 2018, the show was banned from YouTube. And he began posting content to his own website. His fans found him, and his relationship with them grew deeper and stranger the further he drifted into exile. He never weirdly went into exile. That's not really true. They were disaffected, aggrieved, angry, young, and mostly white, unemployed, and unemployed or underemployed, and very online. Perhaps analogizing Hyde's professional cancellation to their own social alienation. They began to see him as a role model. Yes, Daddy Hyde. Yeah, we even made a little Sam Hyde Quay. I made him out of Quay. He's my big daddy. He's my target daddy. Anyways, I don't know if I'd be able to sell that now. Well, I'll just put some glaze over it. It'll all be good. Not cum, like fucking clay glaze. Trust me, it's real. It's totally real. Anyway, Sam in 2023 devised FISHTANK as a parody of reality TV. Originally, he wanted to call the show Hell House. He hosted the first 4 seasons, but then told his producers he wanted to focus on other projects. He didn't respond to my interview request except to say, feel free to fabricate quotes. It's pretty funny. Was he sick of his creation? Yes. Hoping to distance himself from it legally? Yes. Streaming humiliation can go very wrong. Last summer, a French streamer died during an extreme challenge, during which he streamed for nearly 300 hours straight and was woken up at least once with a bucket of water. I heard about that. But while accusations of misconduct against FISHTANK have been lodged online and noise complaints have followed the production from house to house, nothing has been filed with police or taken to court. And no one, as far as we know, has been grievously injured. But still, Hyde moved on. He's been producing videos on YouTube where he mysteriously got unbanned or switched to a different channel. We're no longer banned, and he accrued nearly a million subscribers to the channel. The current showrunner, our boy. This is 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 our boy. Jet Neptune, you're our boy. Whether you like it or not, you're our boy. And we're your boy. Boys. The boys. It's almost like we're the boys. The current showrunner, FISHTANK, is a one-time rapper who goes one time. No, I get it. I want to make my own album. I'll be a one-time album-er. The current showrunner of FISHTANK is a one-time rapper who goes by Jet Neptune. Corn! 28 years old, Neptune grew up in Georgia and joined Hyde's team a few years ago. Pre-FISHTANK as a video editor. Yeah, he would just shit. He would shit there next to Sam and just read the comments. He was this little bitch. But sometimes you gotta be a bitch to become a bigger bitch, I guess. He speaks with an easygoing baritone drawl, has a round face, bushy eyebrows, mullet, and typically wears a thick chain over a polo and oversized t-shirt. Where's my chain at? I don't have it right now. Damn. Great. You inspired me to get a chain and start wearing necklaces. Thank you, Jet. Even though, like, you tell the audience to do the opposite of things that you do, which I find really funny. It's really funny. It's very funny. He speaks with an easygoing baritone, blah, 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 and typically wears a thick chain, polo, or an oversized t-shirt, fat fuck. While Hyde's cult popularity launched the show, it's Neptune's efforts behind the scenes in the basement that have kept it afloat for 5 whole seasons. 5 whole seasons, chat. Neptune tells me that he was inspired to help Hyde produce FISHTANK when he noticed the obsessive fandom seemed to be trending. Swifties, for example, were using Taylor Swift's private jet registration number to track her every move. He calls this behavior invasive, nosy, and gross, normalized stalking enabled by tech, but was curious whether he could capitalize on and redirect it towards everyday people. Just kind of like push it into a big fucking ball and try to control us. That's not how people work, man. That's not how people work. Imagine a house in which every inch is on camera. You gotta treat people like human beings if you want that. If you want them to stay in the squishy ball and not flee, you gotta treat people like human beings. But I suppose Jet came from a very troubled background himself because his dad was like heavily addicted to methamphetamine and stuff. So like, Jet, I am still sympathetic towards Jet. I don't know Ben's background, other than, like, Ben's mom is pretty hot, right? If you know, she's pretty hot. Don't kick my ass, Ben, please. I know you could do it. You could easily do it. You're a big guy. You're a big guy, Ben. Anyway. But Jet was R9K. He was one of us. He let me down. He let us all down. Neptune tells me... Neptune, blah, blah, blah. Jet. Imagine a house in which every inch is on camera, where every interaction is recorded and hyper-analyzed. He wanted to know whether people would tune in for the sheer, surreal novelty, and what would happen to the minds of those people inside. Most people panic, it turns out, and some will roll with the weirdness and go wild. By day 3, Neptune says he can usually tell whether a contestant will adjust or crumble. As for the audience, he believes he has tapped into a sector of the population that traditional reality TV never appealed to. Yeah, fucking crazy people and, like, people addicted to drugs. If you're an avid Fish Tank fan, he says, or if you're really rich people also seem to like the show because they've, like, bought everything, done every drug, gone every experience, and Fish Tank is the only things they have left to entertain themselves. So I get it. Dopamine depletion. If you're an avid Fish Tank fan, he says, you have a lot of free time. Probably there's something in your life which isn't optimal. You're unemployed, or disabled, and can't work, or you don't have friends. Stop talking about me, Jet, directly. That's not nice. Neptune thinks the fans see themselves in those he casts, whom he calls autistic, poorly socialized weirdos. Yeah, you're so fucking... You socialized great at the fucking club with Clav, Jet. You did so good. The average American, Neptune adds, is not some 5'11", normal, well-spoken guy. The average American is a fucked-up carny who works at a Hot Topic or a gas station. That's kind of true. And I think that's more entertaining than the bronze beauties on normal TV, he continues. They're imperfect weirdos. Maybe they're not cool, but they're interesting if you look closely enough. Yeah, I mean, it's not all bad. Neptune identifies with the carnies. Before joining Hyde, he worked as a desk clerk in a Super 8 mall and made music with a group called Autistic Boys Money Clan. He's been a fan of Hyde since the Adult Swim days and spends very little time watching conventional TV. I'm a bloodthirsty guy, he says, who wants to see crazy shit go down. If that's what you think, then why did you just bash Fish Tank on IG? I'm told that one's old or something. Whatever. Chaos is much of Fish Tank's appeal. He believes, along with the timeless catharsis entailed in watching people who want attention get humiliated. You wanted to be on TV? Well, this is what you get. A Wired article about you, Jet. He says, you wanted to be a superstar. Now you're covered in chili. Yeah, let's just crush people's dreams, because I got crushed because my parents were shitty. Traditional reality shows have always fed this hunger for cosmic irony, he says, but they punish their stars with tricks like deceptive editing. Being live, Fish Tank can't utilize the same subtle tactics. Their chili is metaphorical, ours is literal. But the audience isn't purely out for blood. As the weeks wear on, they start to care about the contestants. They want to see them improve and grow as human beings. Improve and grow as human beings! Neptune says that might mean standing up to another cast member or winning a particularly grueling challenge. He admits that to the untrained eye, Fish Tank can seem evil. That's because it's fucking evil. But he believes that self-actualization is at its core. Negativity is the most powerful force. It's one of the most powerful forces. You know, like love, compassion, empathy. Those are powerful things too. Not that you know anything about that, Jet. Like, he's not even talking about love. Maybe did he talk about love too and you just didn't include it in the article? Negativity is the most powerful force. I mean, yeah, if you want to get down to it, like hate and fucking and killing and blah, blah. I mean, that's not all humans are, but that is a lot of what Fish Tank is, unfortunately. He tells people, people's attention won't be grasped unless there's something dramatic, controversial, fucked up happening. But once they're hooked, then they naturally want a happy ending. If you want to send a message you believe in, he says, you have to hide it in a cake of horror. That's an interesting take. That's what I like about Jet. He's a thinker. Jet is a smart guy like Sam. Ben probably is too, but I just don't know that much about Ben. Jet gets that people are multi-layered and stuff. I mean, obviously, they all do. They're directors and producers, but they manipulate people for money and entertainment. But that's what a lot of the games I like. You know, like Half-Life. I'm a big Half-Life 1 fan. Well, guess what? That thing is a cake of fucking horror and aliens and death. But there's what was it? A message. If you want to send a message that you believe in what? Survival. The human race will survive. Maybe that's the message. But yeah, I like horror games, so I get that part. Neptune's candor surprised me, as did his characterization of FISHTANK as some kind of freak show makeover program. A 4chan queer eye, for the queer guy. Would former contestants describe it this way? I would. Jimmy Downey competed, Jimmy Downey competed on Season 2, where he finished 5th after being deemed a legal liability and was kicked off the show. He shoved a female contestant to the ground and threw a croquet mallet at her. Yeah, it was pretty shocking and great. But, you know, I think he kind of regrets it a little bit, so... He's 30, grew up in Pennsylvania, and currently lives outside of Philadelphia, where he works as an overnight boiler operator at a lumber treatment facility. He speaks in a sleepy, courteous yawn, like Winnie the Pooh. He did get Winnie the Pooh. You guys were right. He got Winnie the Pooh. Well, I would say Jimmy sounds more like an old-fashioned detective, you know, rather than fucking Winnie the Pooh with the... All right, I kind of get it. But calling someone Winnie the Pooh these days, when that's like associated with China and shit, that's dirty. That's kind of dirty. I'm not sure Jimmy will appreciate that. But I get what the writer was trying to say. He has a particular way of speaking that's just, you know, people do. And Jimmy tells me that he applied to the show after stumbling onto Season 1 and became transfixed, as many of us been doing. I daydreamed about silly things I would do, he says. Normally, you have to keep those things pent up. In society, you can't be silly all the time. You have this checkpoint. After gaining a following on the show, Letty launched a streaming career of her own. Letty Vision, on Kick. Her fans, she says, are white men who play video games and go on the computer a lot. Yeah. But that's like what you cultivate too, right? Like you did it on Discord for like years before you ever went on FISHTANK. Before arriving at the tank, Downey had never made much content, but performing, he says, came naturally to him. I've had to pretend to be happy a lot. Similarly, being surveilled 24/7 wasn't a major adjustment. And I'm not trying to diss Jimmy by doing the Jimmy voice. I think his voice is pretty cool. Wasn't a major adjustment. Similarly, being surveilled 24/7 wasn't a major adjustment, as he spent much of his youth in and out of troubled teen centers in Utah. You couldn't resist telling him about Utah, could you, Jimmy? It's like I can't resist talking about Taylor. You just can't resist talking about fucking Utah. I get it. We all have our challenges. The real challenge, he says, was enduring the viewers. After tossing out every insult in the book, they realized that Downey grew incensed when they suggested that he had sex with animals. He loves animals, and was afraid that this false accusation would follow him after the season, and be believed by people who weren't familiar with FISHTANK. Ordinarily, he listens to music so that he's not alone with his own thoughts. But that option wasn't available, and so he lashed out at other contestants. I just had to fill the silence, he says, to ensure that my brain wouldn't bring up bad memories. Downey doesn't believe the show made him a better person. I'm sorry, Jimmy. And he regrets how he behaved. He was desperate. I mean, I think it made you a better person, made you popular. But I get it's negative popularity partially. So a lot of people like you though, Jimmy. A lot of people like you. He regrets how he behaved. Yep. He was desperate for prize money, which he hoped would eventually help him buy back his childhood home, a farm his parents sold after they divorced when he was 18. I just want to have a nice family, he says, and die there happily. It's such a depressing thing to say, Jimmy. I just want to have a nice family and die there happily. It's such a Jimmy thing to say, though. Letty completed. I did it again, chat. Letty competed in FISHTANK Season 1. She grew up outside Toronto and was living with her parents, unemployed, when she applied. I was literally... I'm sorry. I mean, I only have a little bit of beef with Letty. Not very much. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright. I was like, literally so depressed, she tells me. I just stay in my room and goon all day. She thought competing on Fish Tank might mix things up. Her application read in full, I'm a 23-year-old woman. It doesn't work. I use men for money, which is cool, I guess. You go, girl. She landed an interview, which she apparently aced. Her parents did try to stop her from competing on the show, but friends who were familiar with Hyde and his fan base did. They hate women, they warned. They'll torture you. They did torture me a little bit, Letty admits. Each day, producers screamed in her face and poured condiments on her and trash. A cast member threw her clothes in the toilet, and she had to hold another one's hand as he took a shit. By the end of the season, she was dishing it out too, shouting slurs, throwing food and garbage at other fish. I had so much more respect for Letty, like, just watching season 1 Letty than the thing that she, pretends to be on Letty Vision. Or that she is. Oh, let's see. By the end of the season, she was dishing it out, blah, blah, blah. She described the experience as an unpredictable and exciting, the polar opposite of her life back home. No wonder she loves streaming and just going everywhere. Which is cool. When I traveled recently to Vegas and San Jose for the GTC NVIDIA conference, it was very exciting, but it costs a lot of money to travel. It costs a lot of money. She describes the experience as unpredictable and exciting, polar opposite back home, where each day she spent in her room was interminable and identical to the last. Didn't you have, boyfriends and shit sometimes? Unlike Downey, she says she experienced a positive transformation. Good for you, Letty. Good for you, baby. I came in with really low self-esteem, Letty tells me. But as the season progressed, she was pretty shy. But as the season progressed, she's a little deceptive, but she was kind of shy. But as the season progressed, she impressed herself with her ability to withstand abuse. I felt better about myself. It definitely helps you mature. After gaining a following on the show, Letty launched a streaming career of her own. Her fans, she says, are white men who play video games and go to the computer a lot. Under their gaze, she's been traveling for the first time and documenting her experience in the past 2 years she's been to. I've been to Thailand, Korea, Japan, India, Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, South Africa, Poland, Germany, and Spain. I've been everywhere, man. My name is Letty Vision, man. Still, she often wishes she went back in the fish tank. That she had gone on living there forever. Yeah, total fucking convert. That was like a total Jet, Sam, and Ben win when they were able to convert this girl to just total, fish tank slut. Sorry, that's the wrong word. Fish tank devotee? Fish tank fanatic? I mean, she doesn't speak a negative word about them. They can do no wrong. She only spent 42 days in the house. It was difficult assimilating back into the world. 3 years later, she still occasionally wakes up alone in a hotel room in some distant corner of the world and has that feeling she's being watched. Yeah, I have that too. Even though I was only on there for 10 hours. Private property, no trespassing. Is that the season 5 house? I'm guessing it is. It's definitely not the season 3/Blood Games house. I don't think. It's not enough trees. On a cloudy day in April, I visit the fish tank, which is shooting its 5th season in Shady Springs. Sandy Springs, an affluent suburb of Atlanta. I arrive in the afternoon, and an electronic metal gate swings open, revealing a long, cracked driveway lined with weeds and dead trees. Don't worry, chat, we're almost done. If I have any chatters left. Sorry, I just had to close it because I just kept going boom, 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 boom. I can't do it when I'm reading articles. I can do it when I'm watching something, but... trucks, vans, motorcycles parked aside. I'm greeted by Bill Ottman, the show's lanky chief information officer. He's wearing a hoodie, jeans, and smoking a hand-rolled cigarette. Cigarette. A fag, as the British people would say. He shakes my hand warmly. Ottman is a minor celebrity in the tech world for founding Minds, a social media network dedicated to minimal moderation. You founded fucking Minds? And then you did FISHTANK? Okay, man. Alright. Oh, boy. This nigga made Minds! Before Meta scaled back most of its own screening efforts, Minds was known as the anti-Facebook and attracted right-wing users. We proceed to the patio where I'm greeted by other producers, Neptune and his right-hand man, Ben Taylor, a woman who introduces herself as Binks, and Bam Margera. It's the 27th day of the season, and they look exhausted. Only Bam, the veteran entertainer used to grueling movie shoots, is chipper. Yeah, because he wasn't fucking there most of the time. Dressed in black, his fingers covered in rings, he launches into... And he was paid handsomely, from what I understand, to be there. It's really not fair at all to say that about Bam. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he went through a fucking shit ton of shit and Jackass, so he's seasoned or whatever, but he was barely on fucking set. Dressed in black, his fingers covered in rings, he launches into praising what he considers FISHTANK's crowning innovation. Yeah, if it was so crowning and innovative, why the fuck weren't you there most of the time? Fucking liar. I don't know if I can be an Earth Rocker anymore, guys. I know. Cryo gods are devastated to hear that. It's the 27th of the season. They look exhausted. Only Bam the veteran, dressed in black, finger, blah, 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 launches praising FISHTANK. It's the first show to monetize trolling, he says. How does Bam? Bam's like kind of excited, like, all day the trolls are sounding off. They even heckle him, the host, but it's music to his ears. It costs between $30 to $60 to send a message over the speakers. Whew, yeah. Real accessible to the public, Jet, Ben. So keep it coming. Tell him I'm a fat homo loser all day long. Who the hell is this guy? Binks and Bam. Some behind-the-scenes worker dude. We're almost done, chat. Please say we're almost done. Please say, oh, thank God. Oh, fucking thank God. I knew this was going to take forever, but I just got to do it. I don't got to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. Some trolls experience buyer's remorse, Margera says, chuckling. Ha 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 ha. He says a man from Texas recently emailed the morning after spending $5,000 sending variations of the message, wake up pussy. He pleaded his case. He was drinking and blacked out. Margera wasn't sympathetic. Eat a dick, he said. That's what you get. It's correct. It's funny, but that's fucking awful. Like, Bam Margera was, as far as I know, addicted to fucking meth. He's addicted to fucking meth, right? He should know about, like, doing fucked up shit, blackout or not. And he goes, eat a dick. Yeah, real nice one, Bam. The team welcomes me into the control room. Yeah, because they fucking watched you as kids and fucking idolize you. The team welcomes me into the... Can you make a gorilla nest, Bam? I don't think so. The team welcomes me into the control room. Where... Oh, welcome... Sorry, the writer. Whatever. I don't fucking care. I want to fucking finish this goddamn thing. The team welcomes me into the control room, where several other producers are diligently clicking away from behind custom multi-monitor displays, the fish mill about on their screens, flitting from feed to feed. I can hear the footsteps overhead. The control room evokes an insurgency's bunker, with the lair of a trashy supervillain. It's all screens and crumbs and guitars and whiteboards and cables and empty cans and canisters, pepper spray. Pepper spray, yeah, At least 8 producers scurry around the largely windowless space or spin the chairs. Neptune gives me the tour. One configuration monitor displays the inside of the house. On the outside, to provide advance notice of the cops when the fans call them as a joke. As a joke. One desk controls sound effects and ads. Another, the paid fan messages. Much of this, I'm told, was coded using AI. Based. I ask where the team sleeps. Neptune points to couches and the floor underneath his own desk. Luckily, the carpet is nice and soft this season, Ottman says. I like sleeping on the floor, Taylor, who wears a knit cap, an untucked dress shirt, and Japanese-seeming slippers. He has a full beard and dark, tired eyes. It's nice and debasing, Neptune agrees. It's punishing, says Taylor. I don't want to sleep on a bed anymore. I don't deserve it, says Neptune. These guys fucking hate themselves and hate the fans. They hate us. They hate life. And why do you guys do FISHTANK? Just give it to somebody else. Just give FISHTANK to somebody else. You guys fucking hate it. You hate the fans. You hate the IP. Close it or give it to somebody else. Maybe Aperture or Alex B could run the damn thing. Or fucking Bam. I don't fucking know. Get rid of it. You guys don't fucking deserve it. You fucking hate it. You hate FISHTANK more than I do. You hate Fish Tank more than Skull High does. That's fucking... And you run the damn thing! I don't fucking deserve it, Taylor echoes. When we're filming, I feel so masochistic. It's like, fuck it. Fuck my stupid life, Jet Neptune says. I'm an idiot who sleeps on the ground. Oh my god. This is like the most unprofessional fucking show that I have ever worked on, heard of, participated in my goddamn life. It's funny. It would be hysterical if it wasn't sad and disgusting. It's all of the above. They both laugh, then fall silent. Just then a printer beeps in the corner and fresh page jolts out. With an assist from ChatGPT, they've written a love song for one of the fish named Landon to sing. Landon, hey, Landon is your name. Landon, in his early 20s, is a janitor from Wisconsin. Who I know from watching the show is the team's favorite cast member to torment. A few days earlier, Taylor had challenged a drunken Landon to a boxing match and viciously beaten him to the ground. Yeah, he did that. The previous night, Landon had gotten drunk again and spent many hours begging other cast members Vimp to kiss him. Come waiting much. Today he's experiencing a lot of regret, and the producers want to make sure he doesn't give up on the storyline. This is gold. I fucking love this. Totally worth every fucking minute. Do we want to end this with Landon getting his kiss? Taylor asked. This is the nail in the coffin of Fish Tank. This is the nail. This is the nail. Or the coffin exploding open for season 6. But right now it's the nails in the coffin. Will the zombie of Fish Tank rise again? It usually does, but we'll see. Today's experiencing a lot of regret. Do we want this to end with Landon getting his kiss? Taylor asked the room. I want it to end with it getting worse and worse and him never getting his kiss, Neptune says. Everyone agrees. They decide to tell Landon, who is naturally trusting, that Vimp is simply playing hard to get. Lyrics in hand, Neptune and Taylor ascend the staircase and appear moments later in miniature on the monitors. Vimp is off camera in the bathroom. They pound on the door and shout, "Chop, chop!" And then find Landon, who's curled up on a couch, hungover and sad. All day the viewers have been taunting him, but now a few are trying to comfort him. Yeah, see, I didn't watch much of that. It's just too cruel. It's too relatable for me. Landon this is just part of life, one calls through the speakers. Good on you for having the balls to take a swing. Neptune settles down next to him and says, facts. Everyone goes through this. Every man. You just happen to be going through it on a live stream with a lot of people watching. Facts. True. True dat. No cap. No cap, dog. Another fan chimes in. Keep your head up, playa. Lots of people rooting for you. You're done well and grown a lot. No homo. No homo, though. We're rooting for you in the basement as well, Neptune says, and the power of music is going to make the situation better. Landon gratefully takes the lyric sheet, and Vimp sits down next to him. In the basement, Binks, who has a papery voice and bright blue hair, is explaining to me that many of the contestants choose to remain in the house even after they've been eliminated because the cast and crew and the fans become their only friends. Oh, that's so sad. Landon, for instance, but amazing, because then you get like these lifelong trauma bonds to bad people. In the basement, Binks is being Binks. Landon, for instance, was eliminated days ago and had no chance of winning the prize money. Binks appeared on season 3 and returned this season. You guys really related to Binks on season... Brinks. Yeah, Brinks. Binks appeared on season 3 and returned this season to help out with production. She's 34, streams for a living, and lives alone in Miami. Yeah, fucking right. Communal living is important, she tells me. You get that here. And then the writer asked Vance for a comment. Yeah. I don't see Mince's big bussy here. I'm so dead. I hate the fans. Why am I so fat? I eat DoorDash all the time. I need to inject myself with a fucking drug because I have no self-control. Actually, I would like to get on GLP-1s too, but I have fought that. I've fought that so fucking hard. It's cheating. It's cheating. It's cheating. It's 100% cheating. And but it might be good. It's all supposed to reduce alcohol cravings. God damn it. I just don't want to do it. I love drugs. I love pharmaceutical, legal, illegal drugs. I don't. You see so many people use Ozempic and they become fucking skeletons. I don't Don't want to do that. Wah, wah. I'm a sweep. I'm a sweep. I'm a little sweepy boy. Who's this? It's gotta be a girl, right? With the... It can't be Binks. With the shoes. I'm getting winded as hell. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, three more. Kitchen. Let's look at that table. Shit ton of apes. Vaseline. That's obviously for jerking off. Or maybe dry lips. And then they got their radio set up, I think. Yeah, they totally cleaned before... Well, a little bit. Upstairs, Landon croons with Vinks. Camera best to see you. Every move. I'm sorry, I just can't. This is still... Alright, I can do it. Upstairs, Landon croons while Vimp smiles awkwardly. Cameras roll, but I just see you. Every moment feeling too good to be true. They'll be watching, but they won't understand you. We're building something that was never planned. We're the season 5 power couple, can't you see? It's you and me against reality. Taylor and Neptune, who have returned downstairs to watch the performance, snicker and feverishly edit the moment into a clip that they post on TikTok. Much of the afternoon is spent this way. The producers brainstorm a situation in the basement, run upstairs to execute it, then return to the basement to admire their handiwork and cut a clip. Technically, as the host, half of this is Margera's job. But he crashes just as the others perk up and spends most of the day napping on a couch. Real good one, Bam. Besides him, a bug zapper hums and glows electric blue, frying mosquitoes at regular intervals. This must happen often because the producers have contracted a call center worker in India named Antara to pilot a robo-host, Antara, which resembles a wheeled iPad. Antara is 29 and lives in Kolkata. Each day, she asks the cast how well they slept and how much they've eaten and updates them on the war in Iran. Sometimes the producers remain downstairs and communicate with the cast over an intercom. While a contestant eats her lunch, a plate of beef, Taylor calls up to her. "Shout out the sponsor," he says. "Backyardbutchers.com/fishtank," she yells while chewing. Without looking up, Ottman watches with his arms crossed, grinning. "Good girl," he says. "Well trained." Holy shit. Bill! You're being interviewed for a hit piece on Wired. Why would you say that? You dirty boy. You're a dirty boy, Bill. I like you. You're funny. You're a dirty boy. Alright, sponsorships are a new revenue stream for Fish Tank. For the first few seasons, they didn't bother finding corporate partners, but recently, Ottman tells me more companies have been reaching out, which he sees as a sign of the culture shifting away from censorship. As Meta and X relax the moderation efforts, the Fish Tank producers try to incorporate the products they advertise in clever ways. With the beef they received from Backyard Butchers, for example, they devised the Smoke Milk Meat Challenge. They divided the cast members into teams and had them race to smoke 3 packs of cigarettes, chuck a gallon of milk, and eat several pounds of steak while doing sit-ups. There were dry heaves, a bloody back. It was gross, Gottman says, but only a short-sighted sponsor thinks image curation is more important than eyeballs. They're smart to give us freedom and put a lot of thought and creativity into every day. Yeah, I'm sure you guys do that. The rest of the revenue comes from season passes, $10 a month, guys, and fish toys, gifts, or disadvantages fans can send to the cast. To send a red rose costs $50, a letter $100, a plushie $360 for a plushie that they spend $10-20 on them. Oh my god. Requests come in all day long from fans eager to connect with the fish or punish them. For as much as $800, you can purchase the Bed Snatchers disadvantage, which forces an unlucky contestant to sleep on the ground for a night. That's only, 2.5 plushies. That's the biggest punishment, Neptune says, which is funny because that's what we do down here. He blinks for a moment. That just clicked in my head. Took you 5 fucking seasons, huh? Scratzy. After each season, the producers keep the money coming in however they can. The audience enjoys their shamelessness. No, we don't. After season 2, they assembled mystery boxes of debris from the house, chunks of drywall, slivers of splintered doors, an empty bag of chips, empty cans of Zip and shit, and sold them for $200 a pop. We actually sold garbage, Ottman boasts. As Hyde predicted in his TEDx talk, the trash economy. Eventually, it's time for me to enter the tank for myself. Didn't he already do that? Oh, he entered the producer bubble. I'm not eager to, but Neptune assures me that he has instructed the cast to play nice. Opening the door at the top of the stairs, I feel like I'm stepping onto an alien planet. That is what it feels like often going into a fish tank. It's dim, the floor is sticky, and the air smells like piss. I'm immediately and acutely self-conscious. I know from checking the ticker downstairs that something like 10,000 people are watching me, and I didn't like it. I don't like it. 2 cast members, twin sisters named Haley and Ashley, Bingo and Bongo, are sitting on the leather couch preparing to get spray tanned. They're both tiny and creepy friendly from far away. Stairs. They introduce themselves as Bingo and Bongo, nicknames the producers gave them on the first day, which was one of the most hilarious things they did during season 5. Haley, that's also my name, but I have an extra E. I'm H-A-E-L-E-Y. This Haley is H-A-L-E-Y, and the Haley that won FISHTANK is also, I believe, H-A-L-E-Y. Haley tells me that she and Ashley are identical, but she's smaller, the result of a prenatal combination called twin-to-twin transfusion syndrome. When we were in Euro, we shared a vein, and all my nutrients flowed into her. She explains, usually that has severe consequences, but we had a good doctor. Ashley nods her head. No, I was so close. I was so close. I was almost done. So close. I'm so eager to just watch anything. Voyager is great. We can do Toy Story later. I need to wind down with a fucking Voyager episode. Toy Story is going to be fucking emotionally impactful for me. I mean, I've seen it a bunch of times, but in number 3, some emotional shit happens. So they tell me they're not sure. This is it. Oh, thank God. I know it's been like an hour or something. They tell me they're not sure of what day of the week it is. While we chat, another contestant named James enters, tall and handsome with sunglasses dangling from his collar. He more closely resembles a reality TV archetype. James Drake, everybody. But he, too, has a crazed look in his eyes, wide and bloodshot. Taylor orders James to give me a tour of the house, and I follow him through a broken door into the bedroom, which is empty. Most of the beds, James says with a hint of disappointment, were launched out the windows days ago. The beds were launched out of the window. That's really funny. As we walk, he tells me he's an actor from Austin. The producers reached out to him through a casting agency, and he didn't know anything about Fish Tank before coming on the show. He was told it would be like Big Brother. It's been a lot of learning, he says. The viewers hate our conversation. Boring, one screams through the speaker. Boring. James introduces me to Antara, shows me their communal vape, which is attached to a chain, and a TV that only recycles through custom memes the fans pay to broadcast. He tells me he sits and watches it each morning as he drinks his coffee. On the second floor, more cast members introduce themselves. So welcome to our own personal hell. Landon says. He's sitting in a pile of trash holding a broomstick. Bashir, the one who wishes the show was more like The Wire. I'm going to use that all the time now. Wire. I get it. Apologizes for the mess. Everything degenerates, he says. The house just gets worse and worse over time, no matter how much we clean or try to make things better. Why? I ask. It's just the nature of things, he says. I did it. Can I get a round of applause or something if anybody's still watching this? Sorry, I'm supposed to normally watch the chat, but I had to focus. All right, so how long is it? It's been like an hour, right? An hour and 30 minutes? Oh my god, it took me an hour and 30 minutes to get through that. Maybe just an hour if I only just... Oh my god, that was long. Oh, do I have any viewers left? Oh my god. Oh, that was so long. It shouldn't have been that long. I got a couple viewers. Alright. Oh my god, that was super long. That was so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did it. I guess I can edit that down to like an hour. It'd be much easier to just read the damn thing. Oh, that was exhausting. That was fucking exhausting, guys. Thank you, Betty. That was fucking exhausting. I'm sorry. I hope it was slightly entertaining. Oh my god, that was so fucking exhausting. That's what you do too if you're an actor. You gotta like say the lines over and over again and shit. Oh, that was so fucking exhausting. You asshole, Jet. You fucking hick asshole. Oh, you broke me, Jet. You broke me. It's a partial hit piece. It's not whatever. I don't care. You can believe whatever you want. I think it was sort of a hit piece. You guys got some good shit in here. No porn, I hope. We are there. No, it was mostly respectful and honest. Haley Merrill Chappelle for Jap Tank 2. He goes by Cum Buddy. Yeah, I put my name as Cum Buddy as a bit of a joke. Bum Cunny.
It should have been me, not him!
Oh, sorry.
It's not fair!
I'm just so exhausted from reading. Hey, yo. She had her hand over it, okay? It's fine. She had her hand over it. It's fine. That Wired article really sounds really sinister and evil. Desu. Jet seems to have given up on the idea of making the contestants better people and instead on being as cruel and hateful as possible. Like, that's the thing, like, it was sort of a hit piece, but Ben and Jet and Ottman were open about their, like, open contempt for themselves in the show, which is pretty crazy. All right, let's just watch the Voyager or something for a bit. All right, so, guys.